And we also had a super chat from Andrei Romanyuk, I think. I'm probably butchering that, so I do apologize. For $20, so thank you so much. It says, have you heard about the Egyptian lawyer that filed a case with the public prosecutor to close Netflix in Egypt? It's because of their agenda-driven, inaccurate depiction of Cleopatra in their new show. The irony is amusing. I had no idea that was a thing. Is that a legitimate thing? That's hilarious. Well, Egypt. So, with my epic YouTube subscriptions that I have, I don't watch anyone, generally speaking, that does this kind of stuff. I like to watch a lot of food or car stuff. And so I'm a subscriber of the best ever food review show. Brilliant. And interestingly, he's traveled all over the world. This guy, Sonny, and he traveled to Egypt. There's a reason why I'm saying this. And he traveled to Egypt, and literally, of all the places he's been to, it was the worst experience he's ever had, because they publicize themselves as this massive tourist hotspot. And they are a huge tourist hotspot. People go there, travel all over from all over the world to go there. And they just treated like criminals just because they had some camera equipment. He signed up for proper filming licenses, everything. And he had all of his stuff taken from him, taken up until the last minute, his phone confiscated, just ridiculous stuff. So you can't, it would appear that it's even difficult just to film in public in Egypt. So it's funny, but then they're doing this and going, oh, well, just a side note, anecdotal thing from stuff there. But yeah, this is, so what's the depiction of Cleopatra that's bad?
Well, I can tell you, this is something.
Are they having her black?
Yes, of course.
Of course,
Cleopatra is black, and we produce this is something that sells itself as a documentary, and it's produced by what's her name? The so-called wife of Will Smith, Jada Pinkett.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
it's her production company.
He's the one doing some woke agenda-driven stuff here, trying to rewrite history, where you have experienced scholars saying stuff like, "I don't care what the Egyptians said. My grandma said that Cleopatra was black." It's kind of like that level.
She was Greek Macedonian.
Yes, she was. That's exactly right. But so the premise here is we really want Cleopatra to be black to rewrite history, so we're gonna grab at straws and we're gonna have scholars say, "Well, I imagine in my fantasy this and that." And that's the basis for their documentary based on the trailer. And here you then have someone, public prosecutor. It's a lawyer that is then suing Netflix Egypt for basically willful. I don't know what the basis is, but willful propaganda, I guess, or rewriting of history, because there's a lot of things we do not know about ancient Egypt. I mean, when you look at the various aspects of science out there are many things where there's stuff that we have been told that's just bullshit. You have that in physics. For instance, have you heard about black matter or dark matter? Ain't no such thing. Doesn't exist. Never did. Same thing with dark energy. Doesn't exist. Stuff that we don't quite understand about gravity. And it's as simple as that.
Theoretical physics, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with multiverse. Ain't no multiverse. That's just mathematics gone wrong. And in Egyptology, there's a shit ton of stuff we don't know. And there's a shit ton of stuff we have been told that's just plain wrong. But what isn't is that Cleopatra was Greek Macedonian.
Now.
Not only that, she looks like a self-insert of Jada Pinkett Smith, and it looks like a bad quality docu. They should call it docudrama because it's not a documentary. I don't like using that term on this.
Yeah.
Because it is complete fugazi.
It's completely made up.
The thing is, so
this just reminds me of the equivalent of that stoner guy, who's black and he's just, obsessed with his blackness, and he's like, "Did you know that Jesus was black?" And all that kind of shit, and like it's like,
Well, this
sure.
is the same
just
nonsense of we was Kangs and shit.
It's just
This is
first
the
level
same
bullshit.
crap.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just seriously, you can't even defend this shit.
It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. And I guess their argument is, well, Egypt's in Africa or some crap like that. I'm guessing
This is
that their
true,
argument?
but
No, I know, but I mean that's probably their argument. You could fuck it. This is
Well,
I know.
obviously, but you know what? You also have like some, I forget like his name, but you have like some like YouTube not vicars, but like some black preachers out there who are like the first to admit that okay, Egypt may physically be located in Africa, but Egypt is not Africa in any way that matters.
No, it's not. It's not at all. Goodness.
Well,
me.
and
I
here's
mean,
things that
Egypt is
these
the extension of the Fertile Crescent from like that point of view.
Well, let's
and
hope. Let's hope this lawyer wins.
Yeah,
I
So,
kind of
we'll
hope
see
so.
what I can say.
Although Andre's right, we were talking a little bit about it earlier. It probably won't go anywhere, but it is. I wish they
The fact
would.
that they've even tried is good, right? Like it's that pushback that we always talk about that needs.
I
to
think
happen.
it should,
Needs to
because
have
you
the
can't.
pushback.
You shouldn't be able to call something like this a documentary. That's the
No.
problem I have with it. Right?
No,
I don't
you
care if you're
absolutely
making a
shouldn't.
film like The Woman King. Like, it's a movie. So is Braveheart. We know that's not accurate, right? This is supposed to be presented as a documentary. That's bullshit.
This is Ancient Aliens level, only worse.
Well, and you know what? It's funny because with Mr. H stepping away just now, he showed us Brie would be great as Cleopatra, right?
Why? She's not Greek Macedonian.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter anymore, does it? Just have anyone.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's my point. Is it's like
great.
now look, if you're going to call it a documentary, call it a documentary. If you're trying to depict a specific period of history, be accurate. And again, there's a lot of ways to measure accuracy on a lot of these things. And again, I mean, we have humanity's always been a tribal civilization up until very recently in the grand scheme of things, and we've stuck within our tribes primarily, and we don't do that anymore. But as large masses of people, that's still the case. The people didn't move terribly far away from where they were, so. I mean, you talk to an anthropologist, talk to somebody who know better.
Well, like I said, we were getting advanced enough, at least we used to be in schools, where we learned enough stuff to know, like, yeah, Liz Taylor, chances are Cleopatra didn't look nothing like her.
No.
But you know what? Liz Taylor captured the essence of what Cleopatra was then. That's the thing.
You know what it is, right? And what this all boils down to, why they keep doing this. And I've said this before, is because the younger generations, and it's not even that younger generation, but a little bit younger generation, and I say this all the time, and people they scoff at it as if I'm talking nonsense, but it's the utter truth. They are absolutely retarded so much that they don't know anything about history, and they learn their history from documentaries such as this.
Yep.
So these people like Jada Pinkett Smith is absolutely promoting a form of propaganda, because they know that, because, well, lo and behold, they've got a bunch of children that they know are probably dumb, thick as shit. So they know that they can pollute their minds with this nonsense. And these kids will watch this and go, Cleopatra was black then. And that's it. It's a form of controlling information, history. That is genuinely what it is. It always boils down. It's the same with Anne Boleyn. They made her black. It's like, fucking, what are you doing? Like, you have to know where you came from to understand how far we've come. You can't sit there and go, oh, we're oppressed. Black people are oppressed. Oh, they've been oppressed for years. And then retroactively put yourself in everything throughout history and then still pretend you're oppressed. No. Have the documentaries that show those periods of time where you were oppressed,
right?
So people can learn and grow and understand, right? Otherwise, what are you bitching about? You're fucking in everything now. Like, what you did.
To be fair, though, it's not black people putting themselves into everything.
I know.
It's evil white
Systems
female producers putting them in everything for pure tokenism.
And empowering people like Jada Pinkett Smith who don't deserve it. Let's be real.
Yeah.